All right, guys, we got our board briefing for Sunday, the 16th of January. Warm up, 7-minute clock. So we're going to do arm swings across our body and then arm swings up and down. We got 10 on each. And then we got one wall walk. We don't have space for a wall walk, fine. We'll do 3 inchworms, okay, with a push up. So scaling option here could be inchworm with a push up from our knees, okay. Then we got a 10-second handstand hold. We don't have the wall space or don't want to put holes in your drywall with your heels. You can do a pike hold for 10 seconds. And then the next one is sumo deadlift RDLs with a dumbbell. So let's try to ensure that we're holding our shoulder back when we're pitching over or we're hinging over, so not pitching over, hinging over for these RDLs. The dumbbell does not need to touch the ground. Matter of fact, it should not touch the ground, okay? So we'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Then we have 10 dumbbell high pulls, and that's each arm. So this one we'll do from the hang. So we're gonna stand here, we're gonna have a wide stance, and let's just make sure our elbow drives higher than our wrist. We don't wanna look like this, we wanna look like this. So if we were lifting a barbell, it would be like snatching or the clean, right? That's what the motion should feel like. And then we have 2 sets, single arm sumo deadlift high pulls. Okay, so now we're going to the ground. Back should be arched. We should have to bend our knees a little bit more than the dumbbell. We should have our legs, our stance fairly wide, okay? And from here, we're gonna drive up, extend the hip, and then pull that dumbbell high and outside, or high with the elbow above the wrist, just like we did in the high pulls, okay? Let's make sure we've got the coordination here of leg drive, hip drive, glute squeeze, and then continuing on with that high pull. So lots of coordination there. We'll do one side, we'll fully do one side, just like the workout, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. We'll rest for 10 seconds, and then we'll do dumbbell shoulder press on the same arm. Set 2, you'll do the other side. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. We got 10 rounds, 30 seconds, sumo deadlift high pulls. 15 seconds rest, 30 seconds dumbbell shoulder press. If I'm gonna start with my right side on the sumo deadlift high pulls, and then I'm gonna do my right arm. So whatever arm you're leading with, you follow with. So you do one whole side, then you'll switch sides on the second round, okay? So at the end of the day, we got 10 rounds to even out just nicely. Make sure we're taking that rest and make sure that we're staying nice and tight, especially if we've got a lot of hinging here. We don't want to let that back round, right? We want to keep it nice and arched because we're going to round that back and go into flexion here. We're going to put a lot of demand on our back muscles, which we don't want to do. We want to translate all this down to our leg muscles for the most part, okay? And then shoulder press, let's make sure that we have good hard lockouts. And we don't want to shoulder press like this. We want to, you have to excuse me, we want to keep our bicep close to our ear, okay? Strategy for the workout. Go pretty hard, right? Especially on the first few rounds here. Let's get those reps in. Near the later stages of the workout, let's think about, okay, if we need to rest, what's the most efficient way to rest? I would just leave the dumbbell on my shoulder and hold it with my other hand, take a second breath, grab the dumbbell and go again. Same with the sumo deadlifts. I need to rest, I leave the dumbbell on the ground, okay? So those are a couple of hints for you. We do not have the shoulder space to do shoulder press. You can do half kneeling press, which means you'll get into a lunge position and then strict press like that. Okay, so we have something for everybody here today. Let's go crush it, have a good workout, and we'll see you guys on Monday.